Hey Royals, welcome back to Melanin Madam. On your way in, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also share the live while we're doing it. I'm going to have my co-hosts introduce themselves and then we will get started.
Hi everybody, happy Taco Tuesday. It's Rose. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Going on, everybody? Like she said, happy Taco Tuesday. And I'm Tony B from Las Vegas. How y'all doing tonight?
He's from Pomona.
Right. From Las Vegas by way of Pomona.
Right.
Just disrespectful. So let me tell you guys, the topic for tonight is, yes, I have to lay back like I'm in a therapist chair again. The topic for tonight is Sassy Men Part 2. Because, baby, last week I almost had a whole heart attack. On this evening, I am sober. I was actually sober last week, too. I was sober. But if you don't want to be sober, here's the things I suggest you do. Number one, pour a drink, have a shot, roll something up, as long as you don't, we don't do sniffing around here. And I need you to unloosen your bra, unloosen your bun, take off those lashes. Lashes make me sleepy. For men, I don't know what y'all supposed to do. I guess take off that tight ass baseball cap and just enjoy your receding hairline. Shit, I don't know. So tonight we're gonna start with me sharing my DNA results. So Ro did hers on her channel. Make sure you go check it out. It was 2 weeks ago, and then I got mine early. I actually got it on the 29th, Ro. I just didn't see it until Sunday. So whatever. Yeah, this is, I don't check my emails, y'all. This is the test that we took, and to my surprise, I am white and black.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's the DNA test. No, just kidding. Hold on. So I will start with my highest, and it is, actually, I'll just play them in the order that they're here. Let's see. Here we go. So I am 34% from Sierra Leone. Just so y'all know. Y'all want to know facts? Let me tell you facts. Let me tell you why I got to tell you the facts. Because my whole life, I've been saying, I'm a princess. I've been saying the shit. I've been also saying, it's the reason why I like diamonds like this. That's where they come from, y'all. So let me tell you. Why y'all want these little 40 acres and a mule? Remember I said that? Go back and look at that video. And I said that you peasants can have that 40 acres and a mule. I wanted my land on the motherland, the richest soil on earth. Now I know I'm connected to diamonds. Y'all, it's a wrap. I don't even see what y'all gonna do with me after this, but whatever. What I like about all of these countries is that they speak so many languages. I'm not clear on why they speak so many, but in Sierra Leone alone, they speak 20. I thought that was cool. My second one is, I am also 26% Nigerian. Wasn't that pretty? I picked pretty pictures, huh? Because that's where I'm going to live. Just so you know. And my last one, of course, it didn't load. You got to love technology. But my third one is I'm 18% Kenyan. Are y'all surprised? I'm surprised. I'm just saying. I'm very surprised.
Why would you be
You're not?
surprised? Ain't that where the original people come from?
Yeah, that's where we from. So I wouldn't be surprised that you are.
You 78% African. Like,
Oh,
you
not
didn't
that
think
it's African. You guys are so silly. I mean, the combination. It could have been any combination. You don't know what your combination is going to be.
Right. Well, I mean,
No, you don't really don't. But I knew
African
I
countries,
had a
right?
feeling mine was gonna be like Nigerian was gonna be real high. And it was.
So you did think that for yours.
I thought it was gonna gonna be Nigeria or Kenyan, and both of those was high in mine. Because people
Really?
always say I look like that.
Mine probably gonna be Nigerian. I didn't take one, but I mean, I used to be a scammer, so I mean, it probably makes sense.
See, you sound like me. When they said I was 49% Nigerian, I said, and I talk about these Nigerians
We
all day.
clown the shit out of Raw on that show. Because she always talking about scammers.
I'm like,
same here. But now that we taking DNA and shit is coming to the light, I might have to
Tony,
retract my
you need to
statement.
order one. I want everybody to order one. So my mom and my sister is going to take it. And then you guys, for my last 20%, it was exactly what I already knew. Well, except for one. It was Finland, Irish, India, and Egypt. That was the last 20%. But the last 20%, Caucasian. We knew that. So our next test, we are going to take the one that tells us how much Native American we have in us, because this test does not identify that. There is a separate test that tells you about the lineage for Native American, and there's also a separate one that tells you exactly what tribe you're attached to. So with Rose being the highest for Nigeria, and my second highest is Nigeria, I'm okay with going to Nigeria. So we'll be going there next year, not this year, but we will be going next year. If I could fit it in by the end of the year, I'll say fuck them kids and let's go. But I ain't birth.
Are you gonna tell them when you get there that you 50% Nigerian?
I am.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Like we're wearing shirts and everything. Like it's gonna be a thing, Tony.
Okay,
like it's gonna be a thing. Like I want a whole band there. Like that's why I need to know what tribe so I can start connecting with them, because I need them to meet us at the airport. I want to lay. I mean, that has nothing to do with Africa, but I want a lay. I want a drink. Bring a small goat. I need some diamonds. I'm
Why
not
are
even
you
being
interested
funny.
in this all of a sudden? Like we've lived almost half of our lives, and like now, what makes you interested in it all of a sudden?
Oh no, we've always been interested. That's why we did it. Me and Ro have always wanted to go. And then when we got old enough to be able to afford to go, COVID happened. So we just didn't get to go.
Yeah, we didn't get I always wanted to.
Oh no, I didn't mean being interested in the trip. I just meant all this ancestry, DNA, and all that.
I always wanted to know where I am, especially. So for me, it may sound weird, but hell, it's even what happened when I posted about reparations or whatever. Because my name is Asia, because my eyes look like this, I always get called derogatory stuff when I was growing up. Hopefully come back even into my adulthood, and I don't like that. I know exactly where we're from, and I don't like that we get talked about as if like we don't we get talked about as if like we don't, like we're not African just because we're in America. I mean, when I get there, this is a whole separate show, but I'm actually going to tell them that I forgive them. They've never asked for our forgiveness, but I think that they should. I do.
I always want to go because always, if I'm on a cruise,
why did you want to know what you're attached to? Like that's what it was.
Because I already knew I was from Africa, but I really want to know where, because people always say like they really think that I'm African. Like I came here from Africa, and
like you came directly.
Yeah, they think that I came like so. It happens all the time, and I was telling my mom even when I got my results. I was like, "Oh, mom," I was like, "I'm 49% Nigerian," and the other was this. She was like, "I'm not surprised. Just remember all the vacations we go on, and when we go on those cruises, the African people, they come to you like they think you part of them." That's what I used to ask my mom, like, "Am I adopted?" Because I got two other sisters here with me that's on this cruise and they only think I'm African. Like, but everywhere I go, people say that. So I was like, I need to really see where I'm from. That's why I really wanted to know, because I'm like, have I been adopted and I didn't know?
Let me ask you guys this though, like how far back do you know like your grandmother, your great grandmother? Like I don't know how far back your family goes, but like who's from Africa? Like do you know?
I don't know. That's why we doing the other one, because I know my great grandma was Indian, and none of that even showed in mine. So it would have to be way farther than that. That's as far as I know. It's my grandma's mom.
And so can you really count that? Because like at the end of the day, we all from
Africa. You can count it. You have to count all of it. It's because just like for 5%, it directly identified Finland for me.
That's crazy.
This is what made us think about it. When we posted that we were going to do this to begin with, somebody had reached out because of the way I look, and was like, are you going to check your Native American blood specifically? And I was like, well, I hadn't really thought about it. And they was like, those tests don't tell you that. But if you actually do some research, I'm really interested, well, based on the small amount of research that I did, yes, Native Americans was here first, but there is no test that pulls up Native American. Where are they actually from? But it's similar to a test is not going to say you're Californian. Where did you actually, what is your blood? What is in your blood? But for that, yes, it does matter. That's because the reality is if my great grandmother was Native American and is pulling from Africa, it's pulling further from that. So, and I saw her myself. That's what made us think about it. Like, wait a minute, why did none of our Native American pull up? And I saw my own great grandmother with my eyes. Like so that's weird. But my eldest family member is 97 as well, full mind, body, and she told us our lineage. That's why we know we have very Caucasian blood in us. But yeah, it matters. The number just gets stronger as it goes back. So now that's why I'm having my mom take it. I want to see what her numbers are.
That's nice.
So very interesting stuff. So we'll be taking that one next. But yeah, I don't want no 40 acres and a mule. I want my diamonds.
Last question. If they gave you some land in Africa, the diamonds and all that, would you just pack it up and go?
What do you mean would I pack it up and go? And like, what do you mean? So you're actually entitled to it if you have a certain percentage of blood. But so what do you mean would I pack it up?
Would you leave California for Nigeria or wherever you get your land at?
What?
Right away.
Okay, so let me read you. No. Every single one for the research that I did, 5 facts, everyone said they're struggling due to corruption. It literally says, however, the exploitation of these resources has often been a plague by corruption and conflict. Do you think I would stay there?
Well, I mean, you're the one that keeps saying, forget 40 acres and the mules. I want this, and that. Like,
yeah, I do want it
to you.
But who said, see, you're not listening, active listening. Yeah, I didn't say I was going there to stay. Will I go visit?
I would have a house out there.
I want a dual citizenship.
A couple of months a year.
Yeah, I do.
Stay there, but I would go like a couple of months a year.
I would, but here's the thing that you have to think about over there. The corruption looks a little bit different. It's the reason why people don't travel the roads just to get from the airport to where you are. Sometimes you may have been stopped 3-4 times to pay somebody to get where you're supposed to go. You pay for your safety. You pay the people around your property. So for me, could I live there like that? No, it's too expensive. By the time you're damn done, you're not going to have nothing because you're paying just to be there.
Right. It's like living in TJ or something.
Basically. Or, South Pomona.
Right. Pomona, same shit. Right.
I mean, yeah, but a little different there because they have guns and less police. They can do a little bit more. I don't want to be kidnapped.
Right.
But yeah, if it could be kept confidential, yeah, I would. But I always wanted to be a dual citizen anyway. Am I afraid of that type of environment? Who wouldn't be? That's crazy. You need to know about everywhere you're going, but we'll see. But would I pack up and leave? No.
What if they gave you some land in the beautiful places in Africa where people do vacation and the nice stuff? Like, I'm just saying, would you be willing to leave the country if it was nice, not all in an impoverished place or nothing like that? I'm talking about where people go to vacation in Africa.
Well, like the pictures that I posted.
Right. Yeah. Like where Akon and them live. Like, would you move there?
They have corruption as well.
I mean, we have corruption in America. So I'm just saying,
it's not the same.
Whatever you find out about your heritage, all that, you stand in America.
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
I will move. I'm tired of America.
I only want to be a dual citizen. I'm staying here though. Yeah.
Regardless.
If I had the resources and I know my son would be okay and everything, I would leave America in a heartbeat.
I used to think I wanted to go to Bali, and then I started researching it more. They're giving people the death penalty for weed. So
all I'm telling you is it's different. And for me, that's inclusive of my safety, right? I'm a woman. Exactly. I'm gonna always be a woman. I'm an A-type woman. For me to at my age, for me to be there, I don't think that it would work. because I'm submissive to people I should be submissive to, but there you have to be submissive walking down the street. Like certain places you can't yell, you can't drink, you can't wear certain clothes, you can't do certain things. Could I adapt to all of that? And Sierra Leone is 77% Muslim and 22% Christian, but a lot of these places are just starting to gain freedom and gain certain rights in 60s. And in 2014 is when they just passed the law that you can legally have a polygamous marriage in Nigeria. That means getting married without notifying your wife. 2014? Right. No, that's why I can't. That's a part of my safety. So it's not just impoverished, it's the ways of the land.
And the laws and shit. Right, yeah, because I can't stop smoking weed. I would literally be putting my life on the line just to smoke, and that's crazy. So I'm not going out there.
But that's crazy to me because, maybe it be in the village and stuff. Maybe they have more laws in the city.
I just looked up Bali's marijuana laws, and they were like, some journalists literally almost got hung for this shit. Like,
I seen that.
The one at the airport that got caught at the border,
something like that. And I just was like, really? In Bali, and everybody showing all them floating breakfasts and all this shit, and I'm like, nobody smoking weed out there? And they like, hell no. And so I was like, that's not a place I can be.
I was watching a border show, and one YouTuber chef guy, a really big one, he got pulled over and he was still noticeably high. He had a little vial of the white stuff, a vial of it, because he was coming from a bachelor party over there. And he it wasn't
like he was a drug smuggler or anything.
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
They detained him. He got locked up, and they cut those cameras off. And I was like, for a little vial, you're not a smuggler. That's not smuggling.
There. Like, they'll drag a woman in the streets and kill her if she's reading out the library and shit. But they don't want you to have
I can't, because I don't think I can adapt to all of those things, because they're everyday things that we're used to being able to do.
Just your normal creature comforts, and like they taking all that away for a vacation, I'll pass.
Right. So living there,
no.
Full time, no.
Where would you consider moving to? Is there any countries you would consider moving to, or are you just dead set on American born, American dead?
I could go to Mexico, but
I would do that.
Okay, tell me more.
But I would have to do my research on it. I just feel like America is just raggedy now. Like, it's
ghetto.
It is. Like, let me go somewhere else.
Right.
It is ghetto. It's ghetto. I think anywhere you want to go, you have to do your research and take with the good with the bad. I think that the internet has made it quite amazing. And I don't mean the internet, the news. I mean like other YouTubers. Think for diaspora in Africa, there's a lot of people that went back to Ghana and got their land. It was a open period where you could go get your land, this and that. And it's a lot of people that relocated and moved there. Of all ages. So you get to see how they've contributed to the space, got running water, got all of these things, and they love it. But then you hear some of the things that we've heard about come true, and a great deal of it is not speaking to women. The women don't treat the other women nicely. And they're saying it over there, but they're like, I'm still going to stay. I think they just need a chance to know me or whatever. But it makes me sad because one of the girls there, she's a teacher. And she went there and brought books with her. She's the teacher. You watch all of the kids come in from the village or whatever, but that's the same person you want to talk to, but you sending your kids, even ones in diapers. What are they learning? But you sending all of your children, but you won't like talk to her at the store. You won't help her. That's crazy to me. So
yeah,
you can't go off, you know, we pop off.
Cussing all of them out.
And see, we can't do that. And even our cussing out ain't even the same, because remember the lady that got in trouble at the rent-a-car counter because she was like, and she wasn't yelling, she just was talking with too much aggressiveness
That
for
was
which
in Dubai,
She
wasn't it?
needed
That
to
was
be
in.
arrested. I hate that neck popping shit. I'm glad they took her to jail. Like
Wait,
this
wasn't
talk,
that in Dubai or was that
that
in
was in
Africa?
it was
Dubai.
the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, keep your neck still when you talk to me. I wish
I
we
would
had
have been
that law
snapping
out
my
here.
neck too, though. Like you sitting up here
No.
keeping my car and all that, and I didn't do anything.
Right,
And you
we
be
can talk about
no,
it, but stop shaking your head like that's aggressive behavior. It's
no,
threatening.
that's
Like it,
aggressive behavior.
right.
Keeping my car,
Shaking
and
your
well,
head.
not my car, keeping my belongings, because that was
Yeah,
a rental car, but
they
that's my
both should have went to
belongings.
jail. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
But that,
I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna be
yeah, and then wave your hand and you're done.
right, I'm about to say you better stay from traveling there for a little
in.
while
No,
because
I
I
they
know.
gonna
talk
take
with
No,
my
I
hands
just meant
normally,
I
so yeah, it ain't
understood.
gonna work.
I
right.
understood why she did that, but I know in Dubai is real strict with women. So I do feel like it was unfair what they did to her, but I know out there their rules are very strict. So
Super.
they strict out there.
That's crazy.
Most third world countries are. They're male led, male dominant.
Right. That's what they
I
said.
don't
A comedian had made a joke the other day. They were talking about this new super library they're building in Dubai, and they were like, "And ladies, you might even get able to read the book someday." Right. It's. I mean, that's how it is. We have first world problems, and we be complaining. Can you imagine that shit? Imagine out
no,
here.
that's why I'm saying no. Like
Right.
certain places are the certain and it's certain parts of the place that's comfortable with you being a woman with a degree and
Right.
whatever. But just outside of that, that might be that company. And who's to say they're not sleeping with somebody to have that position and all of that? Like,
A lot of
no.
politics and shit. Yeah, these other
Yeah,
countries is wild.
politics with my body though don't work. So no.
Right.
Yeah, like they don't care that you married. They don't care about none of that. They like, yeah, I
Right.
care about my wife, not you.
Right.
So no.
So just so I'm just asking you, if P Diddy told you he can get you the number one podcast in America, you just come over for a few days. Would you go over there?
If I go over there for a few days,
Yeah.
yes.
I probably
Okay.
would.
Yeah,
We
you
talking.
said go over there for a few days.
But you know what goes on at Diddy's house.
You said that was a
Right.
verbal contract. Am I
No,
wrong, wrong?
you
And I repeated it back.
right. But
I
you
said,
know what go over there means.
there's
like
plenty of people that
look,
been over there and didn't do nothing.
like Cat Williams said, you gotta tell
Period.
Diddy no. Sometimes you gotta tell him no.
Or I'll be the greeter at the door. Hey
That
y'all,
is
sign those papers
funny.
over there.
That's funny as hell. Diddy ain't bothered nobody, man. That's
I
too
don't, I mean, I think that people volunteer to put themselves in situations because
right.
there is something that they want to obtain from that space.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then when it doesn't serve people's purpose, then, and this is
Right.
not for anybody that is a real victim, anything like that, because it's a general statement. No name has
Right.
been mentioned. Uh,
Right.
but I just find it really strange that people could say things like, oh, you didn't pay me back, I'm going to tell people that you unalived people and you did this and you did that. But I have a sister that was in a car and somebody got in and said drive, and she got a felony for it, that because she was an accomplice, she didn't know shit. But these people were saying, I know this happened, which means you're an accomplice, right?
Right. Right.
um so
That's what I'm
interesting
saying.
to
Like,
me,
what were these people doing?
Cassie included.
Did they know this was gonna happen one day? Like, you don't stay nowhere where you uncomfortable and shit. Y'all been
I don't think
partying
so.
doing
I
the
think the
same
only
shit.
reason why it's all coming out now is because Cassie and they seen that big cash out for her. If she
Facts.
Mhm.
wouldn't have said nothing, I don't think nobody would have ever said nothing because he has did so much over the years and he's never got in trouble for it. So
And
Cassie
people are
going
steady. They go in droves. They brag
That's
about his
all
parties every
facts.
year. They brag about his parties every year. So
because I
Because I
always said
was
I wanted
reading
to
the
go to.
news
I always
recently.
said that I wish I could have went to a P Diddy party on Everything I
Right.
Love. I was like that. It be looking like it's
because you
cracking.
hear that they're just
It looked like it's
amazing.
cracking.
Right.
It
Well,
looked
for
like he had.
y'all, they would have been amazing. They not really doing nothing to women. He was assaulting boys, is what I heard. He said the women were willing to do all the stuff. Like,
That
he
and
dated J
that's what
Lo,
That
Naomi
part.
Campbell, like some of the biggest women in Hollywood, and they were fine. It was these guys that were getting assaulted allegedly.
I
Do you think they're
always was like.
sassy?
Was Cassie?
No, I said, do you think they're sassy men? because
yeah,
now
for
they're
sure.
complaining.
It doesn't matter if you're doing it for your career or money. If you mess with a guy, you're more than sassy. You just gay, which is okay. Please don't ban me or nothing. If
Right.
that's what you want to
But
do.
don't try to label yourself something
Yeah, but
different.
don't say you nothing else, right?
And a lot of the men, I don't agree with that, because a lot of those men that did it, I think he was pressuring them, and a lot of them well, not a lot, some of them felt like if they didn't do it, they wasn't gonna get X, Y, and Z. Like they career
Please
was
repeat that again. Why do you say that? You
what?
pressured me. If I don't get this, then how are you making me do this? You're
Right.
pressuring me. If I don't do this thing, I won't get this cell phone versus I walk away with my dignity and I can just go
Right.
get this
That's what I'm
cell phone
about to
another
say.
way.
They showed this video today. You know, 50 Cent been trolling the hell out of him, and they
He's
Right.
going
showed
to
this
hell, but yeah. Sorry,
today.
Lord, I don't have that permission.
He showed a video today of day 26, and I cannot think of his name, but he was the light-skinned one that, if y'all watched Making a Band, he always was like the one that was
Willie?
stirring up stuff.
Dylan.
Not Dylan, the other one that could sing, the one that was on day 26.
Was it Willie?
Not Willie, the other one that was going with Don, the one that was her and him and Don was a couple.
Okay,
And
go ahead and
Don
tell the
was
story. I'm
one
gonna look
off
it
of-
up.
Yeah, Don was the one off of Danity Kane. Him and her was going together.
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
Owen Nell?
No,
Is that how you said? So it was Willie. Oh, Quanell, Brian,
it was Q.
Q.
It was Q. Okay, so he was like, and they was talking about. He said, in this industry, he was like, it's crazy. It's crazy. He said, it's people out here that will do stuff. Basically said they would do stuff that they normally wouldn't do to get their career going. But like, not that they doing it willingly, they doing it just to get their career going. But he's saying all this stuff.
How can you say it's not willingly?
Yeah,
It's
that's still
willingly.
You have the choice to be like, I don't want a record that.
Well,
Everybody,
yeah, but I
like
guess
your
they
question
feel like,
that you asked the other day when you asked us, because we ain't judging nobody. You ask us on the show, like, so what would y'all do for, what did you, 500?
yeah,
What was it, 500?
Would you be with
How
somebody
fast did I run that list off? I was like, oh, I'll do this. Everybody got a price, but you determine what's within that price.
Yeah, okay,
We was
so
like,
he was saying
you know,
that. He was saying, but this is the thing. All the rest of them was laughing. Ha, 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 ha. Guess who wasn't laughing? Willie, sitting right below him. He was looking like
disgusted.
Like so uncomfortable when Q was saying all that. Like these people over here getting it done in their ass and all this just to get to the next.
But I heard Willie has done some things.
And Willie was the only one. All the rest of them was laughing. He was the only one. I swear he was like.
So this is my thing, right? It's so many people willing to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like they trying to just like, oh, Meek Mills and Usher. Like, man, Diddy ain't rape no Ushers and Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? It was them little dudes, like those little starter groups and all that, because hurt people hurt people. That's what Clive Davis did to him. That's what Andre Harrell did to him. Now you think he got bad boy records when he was 19 and 20-year-old and shit. He was like an intern for that dude. And then all of a sudden he was a record label.
But
so
we
now
really don't know what really happened in that. I know Clive Davis did something. You think Andre Harrell did something to him too?
For sure. Because
really?
Clive Davis did something to Andre Harrell. That's how Andre Harrell became a record executive. Andre Harrell does it to Diddy. Diddy becomes an executive. Diddy promises these dudes all this shit. He did it to them. So why would I go after these high-profile niggas that might kill me or something? Like, what if Meek Mills wasn't like that and he was really from Philly and like tried to kill me? Like, what if, you know what I mean?
But
Usher,
the thing is,
and then everybody keeps saying he gave Usher herpes. What I heard was that Usher slept with a woman behind him and got herpes that way. That's why Usher's mom was mad.
That's where I heard that same girl song came from.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that,
Usher's not sleeping with Puffy.
I heard that he got it from Chili.
Either or, it wasn't from Puffy, but like rumors go crazy and shit. I think Puffy is a bad guy as far as he did some criminal shit to people. I think he hurt Biggie. I think he did some stealing and shit. But him being
his
gay,
kinky
where's
stuff,
that a crime?
I think that's not fair because the reality is
that's their lifestyle now that they
it's even their lifestyle. I need people to stop taking it further than the uncle sitting on their couch or the man that they dated that asked them to do some stuff. Because most people these days, according to what they post on social media, it's more regular people with what is OnlyFans and all that other kind of stuff. So those are not the celebrities; those are regular people. Most people have a fetish or something. So unless we're going to talk about the school teacher that do it or the judge that do it, why are we pulling out those things? Those are their private business. It's nothing illegal about it. Those are two adults that consented. You're just trying to humiliate them with those type of things, and I don't think
Exactly.
it's right.
And then people
I don't
just
even
want
do kinky
money.
shit.
Like she said Cassie got that bag. Now everybody coming out. I was reading the news the other day about some stuff that happened in Pomona High, and I just remembered I think one of them touched me. You know what I mean? Like I heard they gave out $35 million to somebody. I ain't saying nobody's name, nothing crazy, but I read in the LA Times that the coaches was touching people and somebody got $35 million.
He got the girl that got 35 million is the one. The reason why she got 35 million is because she had receipts that she told they didn't do nothing.
I told too. I told right away. I came back from one of them football games. I was like, man, they touched me. They was like, don't say nothing. Yep, I'm going to court. I can't say nothing.
So that's why she got the most. So everybody else, it was, not saying that it wasn't, but that girl had receipts.
Right.
She actually didn't. So we'll leave this on the table.
Right. That's what I said. I don't want to bring nobody nothing.
She didn't have
receipts.
receipts. She had a really good story that could not be verified, and people did not show up.
$35 million, right?
The one that went to the we could talk about that another time because
Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to air nobody out.
No, you don't have to be sorry. It's something that really happened. It's something that really happened.
One time at football practice, and I want my money.
Well, everybody needs to get on board.
They did like that. Yeah, they did. It was like that, and I didn't feel comfortable at all. So
there's something wrong with you.
I'm just saying, to this day, I can't wear tank tops. I'm just like, I don't know what happened.
My one thing I want to know is where are they gonna get that 35 million from?
Asia know better than me.
Where do they get it from?
Why don't we discuss this on your show? I have a conflict of interest on mine.
Okay.
Okay, next question. I won't say nothing else. Them people hurt me though.
I said I wasn't gonna drink.
Right.
I ain't drinking tonight either. Shoot.
Lord have mercy.
Oh boy.
What was the topic? The topic is so. Okay. So I can't tell you not about any of the victims, nothing like that. But let's talk about the comments from that, because the comments from that were very sassy, in my opinion, because there were real life people that possibly attended, allegedly, Pomona High between the years that were stated. And instead of saying things like having compassion for the girls or whatever it was, it being for the girls, I saw some people and I heard of some people like making comments saying, yeah, they're the reason why I didn't go to college, or they're the reason why I didn't get to have X girl, because they took that girl away from me. Here's why I think it's sassy. It is 20-something years later, and you're still not a good man. So.
But they seen that them other people got that bag. So,
but my thing is this,
so you think it's attached to the bag?
Right. Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say. I think it is once they seen it. But I remember the post. And they was on there saying the same thing. And that was before. That was just a post. Nobody had got paid. It wasn't even.
Oh, way in the beginning.
In the beginning. They were saying that.
Can I just tell you where that comes from? I mean,
yeah, because I want to know. I think that's really sassy. That wasn't protective. It wasn't any of the behaviors a man should exhibit, which is protect, things like that. At our age, I don't understand.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. Like you said, it's kind of a conflict of interest, and without naming names or saying anything crazy, I think that some of those guys still carry hurt from that, because some of
Yeah.
those guys really were looking, you know what I mean? Like they were like in love and stuff. And then here comes these grown men and coaches and stuff. So I think it was just kind of an aha moment to the coaches more than a disrespect to the girls. And then, like you said, one of the stories were unverified, this is not like, it was just such a touchy subject. I just think a lot of people got a lot to say and got some stuff on their chest. Me, I'm a neutral party either way. You know what I mean? I just want a piece of my money for what happened to me, but I'm not concerned about what happened to anyone else. That's just being real. I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay.
Look, if my shirt say it all, I don't have the energy.
I don't have the energy for this. So
I don't have the energy. And we didn't even know we was going to talk, because I could go on and on about that subject, but
yes, we can off camera, because we don't really know what happened. We weren't there. We don't remember anything. That was a very long time ago. It's none of my business. But what I can tell you is that with this Diddy shit, let me tell you, since somebody brought up 50 Cent, I don't know about how nobody else feels. Yes, it's probably funny to some people, but he looked like a real punk to me. All this, how are you posting so much about this man? I don't understand. If you technically had receipts as well, you could have turned them in and did something with it too.
a long time ago.
But
Yeah,
in
so
50's
but you
defense,
know
he
why
tried to though. 50
but
been
no, you know
on
what?
Diddy and Jay-Z's head since his earlier in his career, and everybody just said it was hating. But he been saying like since 10 years ago, Diddy was gay. He tried to take him shopping. He do this. He was dropping hints, but like nobody was like believing him.
But
Like,
you
oh, he
know
was
when I
hating on
but
think
him.
he
if he
really
was
went,
gay and trying to take him shopping, where's the crime in that?
That's
that ain't a
horrible. We're
crime.
rappers.
That's
That is a
right.
But
crime.
That's
We're
not a
fucking
crime though. What I'm saying is about the crimes.
it's a crime on humanity. It is. I'm a
so
gangster rapper, and you
if
talking
a
about
man
let me take you shopping like I'm a little female or
But wait,
something like
okay.
this.
So when he
What
said
the
no,
fuck?
did he do something to him? Like it would
If
be
that's what he said he didn't want to ruin his bag, so he just walked away. But he wanted to kill him.
okay, but to me, I feel like 50 Cent has been to put it up a notch when he found out that his baby mama was messing. That's
correct.
Right, that she was
This
a
is what
sex
I'm saying.
worker,
The things
but
that are
it
not
was
allegedly,
attached.
it was
because
it was
she's
beyond that,
Right.
because after he
she's
took
trying
that,
to sue Diddy and them, saying that she was never a sex worker. That dude just threw her name under the bus.
she probably wasn't, but that was her whatever
Right,
sling.
but 50 knew that. That's how he had a baby with her. They all share them girls. They like
Right.
That's
industry
exactly
girls
what
and
I said.
stuff.
I said in the industry they share females,
Well,
so
you
she
knew who
went
she
from
was.
50 Cent to P Diddy, or
Right.
I think I don't know if she was messing with P Diddy first, because that wasn't her main dude, or when she was.
See, I mean, technically on paper, taking money in exchange for sex, that is sex worker shit. But these girls weren't like actual sex workers. Like these
That's what
niggas
I
are
said.
millionaires, so they were
Like they
just
didn't get
throwing
an
them some bread.
I-9 or
Right.
like they didn't
Exactly.
fill out W-2, like nothing.
Like they did it a million times without getting paid, and then a couple times they got a Birkin bag and $10,000 and shit like
But
that.
Young
So,
Miami was getting broke off every month.
yeah, she was like a pimp.
And that's just why I said for 500,000, I would have been like, I'll see y'all in a couple of years.
500 a month.
500,000 a month.
So me and Mark was talking, and he said that he was just watching Indecent Proposal, and the question was,
Yes.
would Asia do it?
Oh,
He
I'm
knows.
sorry. I wasn't speaking on you. I was speaking on me.
How much did she get in Indecent?
$1
It was a
million.
million, but remember it was way back then. So
Right,
1
in the
million was
80s. So that was
right.
like
Dang,
It
back
was
in
a
the
$50.
day,
lot.
$1 million?
For
Yeah,
sure,
but
you
it
can
was
have
a lot
one
back
night
then.
with my wife.
That's
Yeah.
still a lot now. $1 million a month?
No, $1
No,
million,
it was a
one time
$1 million.
payment.
It wasn't a
One
month. If it
time.
was just one, yeah.
Oh, for one
Yeah.
night?
One
Yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I would be so disappointed in my wife
So
if she said no. Like,
he
babe, you
gave the
just made us
right
$1
answer.
million.
He said the first thing I would have said, he was like, she first gonna ask if it's taxed,
Right.
period. Second, he was like, I don't think she could mentally do it. I couldn't.
For the
I could.
million? Oh
Let me
my.
give me. I don't even smoke weed or nothing, but give me an edible and give me something to drink, and I'm
I don't
ready.
even think I could mentally be with you anymore. Like you cost us $1 million. Like your beautiful ass is so fine. Somebody wanted to give you $1 million, and
No.
you said
Okay. So
no.
then let me tell you. So I told him, I said, I would do it if you would want me to do it for our family. He goes, no, I would just say, if you feel like you could do it. I said, as soon as you did that, the answer is no, because that's indirectly telling me, nope, you're
Right, but
He
not
you
would.
were
putting
just
this
trying to
on me.
be a nice husband and trying to
No,
like just, oh, if
you
he don't want to just be like, if you
just
don't take your ass in there, I'm gonna kill you.
Girl, I would tell my husband like this is about to set us up. Like this is one night.
Right, forever.
Don't nobody gotta know, and don't know who would know.
Who would
So
know?
he did. That was the third thing that he said that I would say. Like, is this? I need for nobody on this planet
Yeah,
to
no
ever know.
OnlyFans, nothing. Just a
No
one-time thing.
cameras,
Yeah.
no phones, no
No nothing.
nothing. Don't
What do you
text
want
me.
me?
Don't call
What
me.
do
Don't
you
talk to
want
me.
me to wear? And
And
Like
I'm
you
if
gonna
got
I
to
wear.
hit the
disappear.
Powerball and I ran into Ben Affleck and I was just like, oh, is that J-Lo over there? Okay, look, can I just, you know what I mean? I think she would do it.
J-Lo?
Yeah.
I think
Look
she would
right
do
now.
anything right now. She about to go down too, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
No,
might
that
as well
movie.
live out the rest of their days in free life, doing whatever they want to do. Um,
But didn't old boy
so
end up taking his wife though?
So I said, this is what I said, y'all. If y'all gonna do, this is where the sassy part of that question could come in,
Okay.
because I need people to know this shit is in everyday life. Here's what you can't do. If you tell your wife in that situation yes, or you tell your husband in that situation yes, you don't get to ever bring it up again. You don't get to bring it up again. And you better think real hard before you make that decision. If your husband's eyes is not rolling in the back of his head when you on top, don't do it, because that means somebody else could please him better than you. Dudes, if she not screaming at the top of her lungs, don't do it. Like big bank take little bank. If that person
But
put it on your spouse better than you're not
if
getting
my
them back
wife
ever.
if my wife
Well,
know
she
how
That's
to
the
probably
money.
make
gotta
a
put.
million
She
dollars
would
and bring
probably
it
have to put
home,
on a show. She
yeah.
probably gotta put on a show. You can't just be
Oh,
good
she had to put on
quiet.
one, I believe. Didn't she put on one? She did like a strip tease, didn't she, Tony?
It's like at first she was all nervous and stupid and shit, and
Yeah.
then once they did it, like it was the best in the world, and then she ended up getting with the
She
nigga.
loosened up. She found,
Yeah.
you put me in a room with somebody who's picking me up in a
And then
plane.
even with that being said, okay, fine, I lost my wife, but I gained $1 million. Like, I mean,
So he gave the
But
money
not
to
if
the
you
husband.
really love. But not
no,
if you really
the
love
wife
that
was just
person.
like,
You
I
ain't
want
gonna
to be
feel
with
like that.
Paul. You can have the $1 million. Like he got 30 million. Like we live in a rich life. Keep the million, because I'm leaving you.
But he probably would be hurt if
This
he
is
really
why we
loved.
all on the fast track to hell.
He was
Yeah.
Go ahead,
definitely
Ruth.
hurt. He was crying. He went to their wedding and tried to stop it and shit. It was all gay at the end, but
Why are you laughing? See, to me,
because
that's
that's not
sexy.
reality. Like you said, $1 million in the '80s was like 10 now. So if somebody
Right.
literally not no joking shit, not no internet shit, like a rich billionaire was like, "Wow, your wife is beautiful, bro. I will give you $10 million." And my wife was like, "I can't. What? I wouldn't even like her as much.
10
I
million?
would like $10
I'll be
million
like,
dollars,
I'll leave what you right down, sir.
right?" I'll be like, "I'm gonna bring her by there. Like that's out of control. Are you serious?"
For 10 million, I'm gonna have to be on my way.
That's what $1 million was in the '80s, basically.
10
Then
million
houses were
cash.
$32,000 and shit, right?
10
But if
million cash. I probably have to do
I'm
it.
on the
I
way.
have to do it, I'm on
What?
the
Because
way.
he
How
wasn't
do
ugly. The man wasn't ugly or nothing. So it was
No, he
like,
was a billionaire. He was nice looking. Everything was cool. He was clean. It wasn't no fuck
clean
shit
Oh
cut,
shit.
yeah, okay.
everything.
See, that's where I draw the line. Now, if they like super ugly, then I would probably
Right. That's what I'm saying. You
yeah.
gambled with something that's crazy. You cannot gamble with money, looks, and good D. You didn't do a proper assessment. Your risk assessment failed, sir.
But shit, your
And he,
risk reward assessment didn't fall. Like I would risk my wife for $10 million. Like I would love to still be with you and then spend it. But if he just blew you away and I'm gonna be a bachelor with 10 million, I didn't
but you
lose.
got to bank on her giving it to you, because what if he
Right.
wouldn't gave it to her?
No,
Gave
that
it to
was the
him.
deal. She was like, "I'm gonna be with this rich man, and since I'm leaving my husband, let's at least give Paul the $1 million." And he was like, "Cool,
Let's at
okay."
least give, but she can't
Right.
guarantee that.
That's true. She could have took it. He could have all the way lost and been an asshole, but that's not reality. Like you can have this little million. I got a whole score. I just think that. But who knows? Maybe one day I'm gonna fall in love and be like, I'll kill you. My worth's worth 100 billion. There's no amount in the world, and I don't know. Maybe that type of shit could happen. But as of now, I'd trade for 10 million.
I am too.
Asia, you married? You have a husband. What if a beautiful rich woman was like, I got to have him for $10 million? Would you be like,
No,
Mark, yeah, get on over there?
no.
If he made the decision on his own, like if you were in the bathroom and he was just like, I have 5 seconds to decide, and he had did it, and he came back and he was like, babe, look, here's 10 million, put it in your account. It was all good, and he was like, where you get that? And he like had to
Well,
sleep
see,
with a
that's
woman at the
different. People
casino.
cheat for free. So,
See,
and
right,
you,
10 million is a
yeah, but
win.
me being a part of that decision,
Can't help it. Oh, that's too good. You too good then. You going right to heaven, first floor, and when you get there, you gonna get to relax. For real, a lot of people gonna go to heaven, but they gotta work at Chick-fil-A up there. They gonna have to do shit. You gonna get to like kick it once you get there.
no,
There are a lot of people
I
going
cannot voluntarily.
to give away
Uh-uh.
the heaven.
No,
Right.
I just, uh-uh.
Well, you probably
I don't
have
know,
$10
but
million.
try me and let
You
me
got a
see.
lot of
Let me see.
degrees.
What'd you say?
I said you probably have $10 million. You have a lot of degrees. But at the situation that I'm in right now, I'm definitely gonna take that money.
I got $10 million in debt.
Okay.
No.
That could happen too.
Um, okay, so do you feel like it's uh for when a man cheats on a woman and
Uh,
she has to forgive him a lot of times, but if a woman cheats on a man, he's usually one and done, he's out of there, he gonna act a fool. Do you think that's sassy behavior?
no. Because it's
No?
a double standard. We live in America, and then like I think it's naive for you to believe that it's not.
Yeah. That ain't sassy behavior to me either.
Mm-mm.
Him crying and acting a fool is not sassy behavior?
Not over his woman if you love her. Like when
No.
a woman
Yeah.
cheats, it hurts. When a man cheats, I mean, I'm sure it hurts as a woman. I don't know, but like I'm trying to tell you guys, you shouldn't be as hurt as we should. Because when we cheat, like we'll just cheat, like sometimes just to do it. Like when y'all cheat,
Mhm.
y'all be like fed up. Y'all be like, I'm gonna hurt this nigga. Like y'all be like in love with the person you cheating when you pick a good person and shit. Like we just do the shit to do it. Like we don't not like y'all less. When you cheat on us, it's because you don't love us the same no more.
Hmm. I think that's sassy as fuck. Uh,
I
yeah.
mean,
I
you
don't
know,
think so either. I
to
don't
each
think
his own.
that is not to
Well,
me.
y'all gave y'all answer. Now I'm giving mine. I
Right.
think that it is because I think that's crazy that you could cheat on somebody and then if they turn around and cheat on you, you cry about it and talk about it and throw a tantrum. That's kind of crazy to me that you would do that to her. Like she owes you an apology. Well, she does owe you an apology. You're not supposed to do stuff like that to each other. But the point being, some people won't let you live it down. A man typically won't let you live it down. He gonna repeat it and repeat it. He gonna call you all kind of names. I've just seen it look not really well. Not like you can't cry and be hurt, like, but to talk about her or try to make her feel guilty when you cheated for 9 years and then she cheated
Right.
once and now you're crying about it, like that's crazy to me. And you
It
want to
is,
tell
but
everybody,
we're
mm,
not equals. That's the thing. Like they try to make men and women
no,
equal in
we're not
society. We're
equal.
not.
We're
So,
not. The
so
Bible
we
said a
can't do the
woman is a
same
gift
stuff
to
to each other.
a man. So you're right,
Right.
we're not. We should actually be
Exactly.
higher.
So you can't just go start cheating because I was cheating. Like you have to be better
I
than
don't
that.
think anybody should cheat because somebody cheats.
Right. And I
No.
don't cheat. I'm just using myself as an example because we're talking about this situation or whatever. I don't cheat, but I'm just
Mhm.
saying, like, if a man starts cheating, you shouldn't start cheating as a woman.
I don't think so. I don't think you should ever compromise your body to get somebody back. That's a little interesting.
I mean, it's the
Um,
same as like when fighting happened. Like girls get mad sometimes and start hatting and all that. That doesn't give a dude to hit the woman back. Like she hit me first. Like you still a man though, bro. Like you know what I
that's a
mean?
good one.
It's the same type of situation. Like a girl might slap a dude in a restaurant or something. You can't be like, well, she slapped me. I'm gonna haul off and slap her. Like that's crazy. No one should put their hands on each other. But just at the end of the day, y'all not equal. My man cheated or whatever. It's bad, but
I
it's
don't think
not
I
the
would get
worst
mad at
thing.
him for slapping her back
Right,
if she's abusive, but
that's
not beat on
unacceptable.
her.
I mean, to each his own. That's
To
sassy.
each his
That's
own.
sassy behavior right there. Fighting women, talking about she hit me first, or you know what I mean? Like she wouldn't let me out the door, so I did.
Well,
Like,
no,
yeah,
I think
man.
with a what is that? Uh, it's your actual reflex, or to get her off of you.
I mean,
Hmm.
that it's a reflex when a
Do I
dude
think you
pop
should
off
slap
or
the
something.
dog shit out of her or hit? No, you
I would
have too
just
much
call
time to think
somebody.
about being better.
Yeah, you don't gotta hit. Men shouldn't
No,
hit women at no
that's
cost. Like, I
crazy.
mean, you should protect yourself. You shouldn't just let a woman beat you or nothing crazy. But
Right.
like, you know, a woman's hit out of frustration or anger is not trigger for
The
you to
same.
start Ike Turner and shit. Like,
Correct. No, 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 no.
mm.
That's not what I meant. Hmm. Okay. Very interesting. Do you think being a mama's boy could be seen as being sassy?
It is for sure. I mean, it's not sassy, but it's seen as sassy, 100%.
If they pick up on them traits of acting like their mom, then yeah, it is sassy.
Even if
Some
they don't, just for in our culture, black men that have a good relationship with their mother is considered sassy, and it's a mama's
I
boy.
don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
I
I would
mean, you
want them to
guys,
have a good relationship with their mom, but some dudes
you
that
should.
been raised with
You
like
said we should?
Yeah, dudes that don't get along with their mom, that's like y'all be talking about
No,
red
we
no,
flags
you
said
and
said
shit.
I thought you
no.
said dudes that do get along.
No, you should.
Right.
That's what you said. Like a dude that gets along, I like that or whatever. And I was like, you should, because the dude that don't like his mom or be like, yeah, fuck that bitch, I don't fuck
Right.
with
I
her. And
don't
I
think
was
it's
like,
sassy.
But I don't think it's
that's
Depending
sassy.
gay.
on how
Oh.
Yeah.
But most black women do. I mean, you guys are breaking the mold. Like most girls, that's their favorite thing. Like mama's boy, he was a mama's boy, this, and that. Like, and I find that crazy.
But it's different, but it's a difference between being a mama boy and being sassy. A mama
correct.
Facts. That's
boy, you
facts.
can, but you can be a mama's boy, and it's just that your mama did everything for you. So when you get a woman, you think she's supposed to do that too. You like, I'm not your mama. I'm not about to do all this for you. You're my boyfriend. You're not my husband. So why am I doing this? You're
Right.
my boyfriend. That's a mama's boy. Or anytime something happened, he calling his mama, think, mama. But I don't
Right.
think that is sassy. Now
At all.
It
I
can
met,
be
I met dudes that grew up with their mom or are just around all females, and then they pick up women
female
traits,
traits.
and to
Right. And
me,
that's
they are
sassy.
sassy.
Right. But
Yeah.
it came into the game
Different.
sassy. It's like all
What do you
all mama's
mean?
boys aren't sassy, but all
No.
sassy dudes are mama's boys.
No.
Really?
Yeah, like
On
you
what
Tell
know what
us
I'm
more.
percentage?
saying? Like all Muslim aren't terrorists, but all the terrorists usually be Muslims. You know what I mean? Like there's great Muslims. We know them. We went to school with them. They all Muslim. You can't just be like, oh, them niggas is terrorists. But every time these bombs and the planes and the shit, all the terrorists be Muslims. So if you a mama's boy, that don't mean you sassy. You can be just a
Correct.
mama's boy. But if you sassy, 90% you a mama's boy as well.
How does a woman, how do you, that's very true. Those are two different statistics.
Right.
And they mean two different things and they are both actually true. Um, that's cold though.
It is.
But
It's just the truth.
it's the truth.
Yes.
Um, mm-mm. Listen, do you think men that are behind bars are more sassy towards
if you
their
go
women?
if you
Towards their
go in
women.
prison don't make you gay. If you go into prison
I
and
didn't
do
say
gay
gay.
shit,
I
you
said
gay. Well,
sassy.
sassy. It won't make you sassy. If you go into prison and start doing sassy stuff, you were sassy before you went in. It just let it out of you. Because a lot of people go into prison and just walk their sentence down. Niggas be in the hole for beating people. Like there's no sassy behavior. Like prison, if you go prison sassy or prison gay or whatever, you was already like that.
It's not gay. You missed the second part of what I
Sassy and
said.
gay is like almost the same thing, right?
No, they're not. It's
A
No.
the
man that's
equivalent of a woman who, so sassy is the equivalent of a woman who is too masculine. So
like
you
a
don't,
tomboy.
or a woman that is too masculine. There are some women that won't be submissive to their men.
Right.
I don't need a man. I'm independent. You don't know how to balance it out. So that could be sassy as well. So I mean sassy in that regard.
I would say spicy then, because sassy to me is like sissy.
But that's not
like
the word they're using now, Tony. We got to use what they use. We're not young no more. We got to use the young people
and
word.
I'm not trying to be young, so I'm gonna
They
say
say
spicy because that's
sassy.
what
They
I've
say
been
sassy.
saying.
They say sassy now. That's why I'm using the word. I don't use the word.
Y'all
I just
said then if you want to be a millennial and be cool, I don't. I'm old and I'm saying spicy.
well, that's what it is. That's the definition of the word.
Okay.
It's that men are becoming more sassy. The same way when people wanted to start saying women are becoming more masculine.
And you know what I hear when I hear that? I hear about those dudes who painted their nails and they say they not gay. That's just the thing. Or the dudes who wear purses and shit now. You dudes that are
Aren't they
caught in these
called?
skirts.
Isn't that called
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual?
Yeah, but that's sassy.
That's sassy to me too.
I think that's sassy too.
And that's just a cover up.
Like, because we grew up with a male being a male, like
a man being a man.
You couldn't even tap them on the butt. I don't know.
Just to cover up that type of lifestyle. Like now they're comfortable getting dresses and purses because I got a kid at home, so nobody will think.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that is a section of sassy as well. I agree.
Right. I don't care how much money I get. I'm never gonna go shopping for the latest purse. Like even if I hit the Powerball, like I'm not gonna purse. Like that's what Floyd Mayweather did. That's what Russell Westbrook. I can name thousands of rappers with purses right now.
But my thing is, even for a purse, it don't make sense. And I think that we're just letting our men and boys do anything. Because what's wrong with a backpack? Girls even wear a backpack for a purse. What is wrong with the backpack? What's wrong with that?
What I say too, like they want to blame the fatherless home and the father and the father and the father.
If these ones would,
it's also on the mother because my mother raised me, and if she would ever see me painting my nails or grabbing a purse, I would have got a whooping. It's like, what are you doing, fool? Like, you know what I mean? Like these moms is just like, oh, that's my son, and you let the nigga walk out the house in the purse and pink nails or whatever.
They're expressing themselves. That's what.
Man, you better express whooping his ass like that. I mean, but then let me stop again because I already got my page banned several times. You shouldn't get a whooping for being gay. Fine.
I don't think you should get a whooping, but here's the thing, and we had
I'm gonna whoop him if he try it.
I've seen some things where, like at a certain age, that kindergarten age and different things like that, what if a child is doing something because they don't know any better? That's when you're supposed to tell them. So what if they go with mommy to get her nails done all the time, right? Mommy don't got no babysitter. She got to take you with her. And then he asked to get his nails polished. I think that's when you're supposed to educate your child and let them know, oh, boys don't wear polish, baby, but you can have your nails cleaned. You know, you could teach them to groom themselves or something. That I just don't think anybody's trying anymore because they're so afraid of certain things. But you could have parented your child. And if they turned out to be gay, I'm gonna love my kid no matter what. But some of them, I don't think that they're doing what they're supposed to guide their kids because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Everybody's trying to be too comfortable.
Some of the people are okay with it. Like Dwayne Wade and his son, he was okay with that. It wasn't like he's afraid to tell him no or he's afraid of the backlash.
That child was too young.
I feel like
he can't even vote. He can't have a drink.
I think he's sassy though.
I think Dwayne Wade is living through his son. That's why he was okay with it.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's sassy as hell.
Because then even if he wants to, he could say, oh, I'm doing it in support of my son. You know what I'm saying? Then he could just start doing things too. Here's my thing. You not sassy though, to me, is because it's not a good word, but it's not derogatory. It's not the same as SISSY. It's not the same when we talk about it. But be who you are. If you are gay, then just be gay. But stop. I just don't agree with trying to find these back ways to do it. Like, to me, men stand up. So if you're standing up and saying, I am gay, then just stand up and say, I am gay. I don't understand. You don't need to do the other things, the backhanded sassy stuff to come for women, talk down on us. I just don't understand. It don't make sense to me. Just be whoever you are. But sassy comes with a lot of attitude.
That doesn't exist anymore. That's why nothing makes sense.
Yeah. He lost her a long time ago. I don't know. What is something that I cannot, I'm finding more and more that I'm really not adapting well to is men being overly sensitive. So I don't have a problem with you telling me how you feel. Um, I have really good male friends. They can cry to me. They can do all of those things, but again, they say what it is. This thing hurt me, be it a parent, be it whatever. This thing hurts me. I need my friend. I mean, crying the whiny ones, like, why are you whining over regular life? Don't nobody ever do nothing for me. Ain't nobody ever did this. Like that type of shit.
Right. I think
That to
men
me is sassy.
crying to a friend is okay, but crying to your woman is the sassiest thing you can do and the fastest way you can lose her.
That is not true.
I
Yes,
don't
it
think
is.
so because
As
if
long
you
as
Oh
you're
my
not
god.
whining, I don't
If we're
care.
not gonna tell the truth, then I mean, okay, that
I
could be
promise
y'all's
I
truth.
don't. But
Okay.
here's the thing, I'm being honest with you. If you cry about a situation, somebody passed away, something like that.
Your
Okay, if
friend,
you,
sure, but you don't want your man crying to you. Like if you a
why
man, and
not?
this is just me, go cry and punch a tree. Go cry into a
no, I
pillow.
rather
Go
if you my I'd
anything.
rather
If
you
you
cry
start
to
crying
me
to your
than
woman,
to
it's a
cry
wrap.
to an. I
She's
rather
gonna mentally check out, bro. You're a crybaby. You're supposed to be her protector, her provider, and you up here
no.
crying.
I feel like
I'm telling
if
you.
you my dude, you should be able to cry to me and not
You
no
should
other
be
bitch.
able to. Of course you should. But again, this is what I'm telling you guys. We're not created equal. We cannot do that. Like you don't cry to your
But if
woman
we're
if you
telling
want
you
her to
that it
respect
is
you as a
okay,
man. I mean, all right. But I'm just telling you the general psychology of women and men, a man that's crying to his woman, that's not cool. Like that's like
oh
she's not
man.
like I said, you my protector, you're my provider, you're supposed to be the protector of the house for the kids, and you crying to me?
I think it's
Mentally,
okay. It just depends on what it is, but a
You
lot
can't
of
cry
men,
every day like a water
yeah,
faucet,
you
but
can't cry about anything to your woman. You never let your woman see you cry. Go talk to your friend. Go talk to the nigga at the bar. Like I said, go talk to
but
a
what if you
friend.
can't talk to nobody else or you don't trust them with the information that you have
yeah,
to
Then
tell?
talk to God. Don't go crying to your woman. That's the
and
least man. That
and
you
that's
talking
why
about
men.
sassy? That's the sassiest thing a man can do.
Uh,
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I don't think
Oh
so
man.
either.
Well,
I
I
think
don't know. Maybe
a man should be able to do that, but a lot of men won't do it, and they say because we throw it up in their face afterwards.
you
Oh,
have to
But,
naturally. No
but I have
crybaby
never in
ass.
my life done that.
me
Right.
neither.
Well,
But I'm
like I
not
said, you
everybody.
two are
I'm one
exceptional.
person.
You guys are the exceptions to the rules. I'm talking about women in general and the man woman dynamic in
For
general.
crying? That
For
just sounds so
crying.
strange to me.
Like, okay, now, like you said, there's exceptions to every rule. Like, if somebody passes away, a nigga's mom died or something, and he starts crying, of course. I'm just talking about he's crying about life or like something else or anything. Like,
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like,
probably
yeah,
not.
probably not. Yeah. Now, of course,
Everyday stuff?
death.
No, I feel like
Right.
that's for, but
For
see, I don't cry about everyday stuff. That's why I'm saying to me, that's sassy because
super
if I want
sassy.
to cry about something like that, or if I'm having a really bad day, the everyday thing probably isn't the thing. It's probably something else that's bigger, and that everyday thing triggered it. So
Right.
I'm going to talk about. You get what I'm. Most grown-ups don't cry over everyday things. They cry over big
Right.
things unless you're having a bad day.
Well, yeah, what
Um,
makes you cry makes you cry. Just don't cry to your woman. Just like a woman can always cry to her man. That's who you're supposed to go to. That's fine. But like a man crying to his woman, that's to me again. That's the generation I
it's
was raised in.
sassy.
Super sassy, right? That's not
Oh,
funny. That's the real shit.
you're so mean, Tony. You are so mean.
You see,
I'm
I'm
not.
like,
Y'all think you have damaged your friends more than any woman ever could have. I
Oh,
think so. You are really hard on your friends.
you are
dang, they can't even come
crazy.
to cry to you. Damn.
No,
You don't
not
come
a.
to me like that.
I've never
If I
cried
call
to
him
a woman,
crazy,
bro.
let
Like
me.
that's wild. I would feel insecure as a man. I'll be like, what am I doing?
But a lot of men feel like that. Like what he's saying is true. A lot of men feel like that because they won't. Just think how many men say that all the time.
Like
They
that
won't.
about men. He telling them not to do with us. Yes, they feel like
a lot of men. That's why a lot of men won't cry to women though.
Why?
Because they just a lot. Like I said before, they said
because they actually say we say that. We ain't saying that. Tony's saying that.
But you guys do say it, even if you don't say it out loud. You say it subliminally in an argument 5 years from now when you call me crybaby.
We throw it up in their face.
You say it when you pick me up and go put me in the bed. Like you just remember that time I was crying to you, and now I'm a woman to you. So it's like even if you don't say it really, you say it subliminally. You say it when you brought me some flowers on Valentine's Day.
I have never done that. That is absolutely asinine to me.
You don't even know if you've done it or not. You might have done it.
Well, no, I know for sure because most times it has been attached to passing. Okay, it hasn't. Right. I've never had anybody cry for a regular everyday thing. It's been something big, so I know for sure I didn't bring that back up.
And that doesn't count. Like losing somebody, grieving and shit, that doesn't count. You can cry.
Okay, but that's why I'm like Tony. At all, how you supposed to do that?
No, grieving is like the exception to the rule, but I'm just talking about dudes be crying to their girls about like the damnedest things, and I just be like, man, your girl's gonna leave you, even if she doesn't physically pack her bags and leave you. Like she's gonna start going out without calling you, saying like, oh, I'm gonna be out late. They're like, I don't gotta call him. He's like a woman like me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna dampen the relationship for sure.
Okay, so. Last one. Like if you talking to a girl, let's say two people are talking, okay? Mm-hmm. Those two people is talking and she tell the dude she don't want to talk to him no more. So then he say, fuck you, fine, we're not going to talk, blah, 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 blah. And then 20 minutes later, he texts her at least 13,000 times. The texts start, you never going to find nobody like me. In the middle of it is, you're not a good person anyway. You're not a good woman. You was never good enough for me. And then it turns into, I don't know why we can't just talk about this and work it out.
That's really not sassy at all. That's a path. Psycho-social.
I was just about to say that ain't sassy. That's just somebody trying to hurt your fucking feelings.
Yeah, that's a psychopath.
Yeah.
That's not sassy.
No, that's psychotic.
Okay. What about if the person like they say, I'm breaking up with you. I'm never talking to you again. I'm blocking you, bitch.
Again, that's
because you didn't answer the phone when they called.
Like, those are crazy traits. Sassy would just that be like your weave ain't right, or trying to talk about your physical appearance or things like that. Like
okay, so if they say, I don't like you no more anyway, all you got is lashes on and you just got your hair done and that dumb cat suit.
Right, now that's sassy. Now we arguing like women over like appearance.
Yeah, it sounds like anything that sounds like a woman, something a woman to say, that is. But
right, if it's something y'all would say and he says it to y'all, for sure, like that's your sister.
What, Tony? Did you say? You said that's my what?
That's bro is your sister, and it's just gonna come out. It's like what I mean. Like when you argue with a real man, you know what niggas do? They
don't argue.
Yeah, they just stop talking, and then that's it. Nobody be like, well, you big, or oh, your hair look crazy, or your makeup was running, or you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? That's like your sister.
When I was saying that, I have never had a man during a breakup, even in my heaviest, like you fat bitch or you black bitch or nothing. I never had none of that. So when people tell me different stories or they write me about different stuff, I'm like, wait, he told you what? I'm like, I don't understand. That's why I said this sassiness, I thought it was considered sassy. I'm like, this sassiness is out of control. Yeah. I don't understand people fighting. Like, why are they fighting with you? If you don't want to talk no more, you don't have to talk no more.
That's a new generation thing. Back in the 80s, like rejection was part of the game. Like you knew back in the day, you going out, I'm gonna talk to like 40 girls. Hopefully I get like 6 numbers. So that's 34 rejections off top. Like these new dudes, like everybody I see is finna like me. And if not, oh, stupid bitch and gay dyke.
Or stabs, doing all kind of bodily harm, unaliving people
over the shit. Right. Like that's wow. Be like everybody else, I gotta like you.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
That's why nowadays they tell you even if you don't like them, still give them your number. You can block them after that
Type
because a
shit.
lot of
On
them are
seriously.
doing crazy stuff if they can't take rejection.
Right, they don't care about you got a man. They like, oh, you can't have friends. And it's like it just turns into like violence about women. And like, you know, I got 5 sisters, so I
Right.
be serious about shit like that. Like, that's not cool at all, bro. Like everybody outside don't have to like you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody's gonna say no. Just like
That's
it's
not
girls
even
we don't
normal.
like. And if she come up to you, you be like, I'm cool, sis, whatever. Like she ain't gonna be like, oh, you stupid motherfucking bald head fat
Right.
nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
crazy. So I think people that do that are just a little bit crazy, but the people that just start going tick for tat, then like I said, that was your sister the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
My sister.
Yeah.
I'll
Some
make sure to
males
let the
aren't
person
men. Just
know this.
because you're a male don't mean you're a man. Like you gotta earn like
Oh,
being a
not at
man.
all.
Like, yeah, a man is some real shit. So like a lot of these girls be like, my man did this, my man beat me up. Like no man is gonna beat you up. That little boy beat you up, that gangbanger, that perkhead, that fucking bitch. Like a sister of yours beat you up. Like men don't beat you up. Like men walk off. Men don't argue. Men just be like, I'm not talking to this crazy ass girl. Like, it's just a lot of stuff men do, but like little boys pretend to be men and then we get a bad rap for that shit.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say would help people? Somebody can help somebody that's sassy. That's my last question. And then everybody else can ask one and then we'll end the show.
I don't think you can help somebody. Once you get
Meaning,
sassy, you sassy. Like it's in you.
it's
It's
nothing
like
you
trying to
can do
pray the
about
gay away from
it.
somebody or
Yeah.
something. You can't pray sassiness away.
No, because it's some of the same people that are okay. I already know what you're gonna tell me, but I'm gonna finish it because I started it. It's some of the people that is our same age or they're older, and now I'm seeing them do things that I'm like, when did you start arguing, or when did you start being like talking to females like this? Why you didn't pick up your phone? Being mad because she got stuff on, asking her what she gonna do for you, what she bring to the table. Those are all things women say. When did y'all start doing this? But
The
it's those
internet.
same people that's our age now. So you grew up with us.
Right.
Why
It's
are
the
you acting like
internet. The internet told them to do it. Like the internet told them like start asking your girl for haircut money and stuff like that. The internet told you doing nice things for women is tricking. Like back in our generation, like for sure you wanted to have $2 so you could buy a girl something off the ice cream truck. Like, you know what I
that?
mean? Like men are supposed to take care of women. This is again, we're not equal. But in today's society and on the internet, like ain't nobody going half and this and that. And like it's just crazy, like the things that people do. But you know, it's the times. How you said the people say sassy, we said sissy, this and that. Nowadays, like being a man is rare. It's like a rare commodity. Now, like these
Mm-hmm.
niggas is like, we want to dress as good as you guys, we want to look as good as you guys, we want to smell as
Selfies,
good as you guys.
everything. It'd be
Right.
the
Like
duck lips for me.
and self-care, I'm not saying niggas should be cavemen. Self-care is
No,
like important. Niggas should take care of themselves, but you should never want to outdo your woman. You should always want people the attention to be on your lady. When you step out, you want people to look at your woman like, wow. Like, but these dudes be like, shit, let me see your curling iron. They will.
they
The
make sure
nail
that their
ladies be
edges look
knowing
nice.
these niggas by name. Like I'll go to the nail shop with my sisters and them, and it be other dudes in there, and they be like, "Oh, Kevin, okay, 5 o'clock." Like, wow, like they just
I don't
really
think there's
be
nothing wrong with men going to the nail
sexy.
shop if you get a clear polish.
Time and time, you should go get your shit hooked up, cool or whatever. But if they
Yeah,
know
I don't
you
have a
by
problem with
name,
that.
yeah, you've been in there too
He
many
said
times.
no other by name.
Even if they know them by name,
But
that's
some people
okay with
been
me.
going for years.
Yeah, I don't think nothing is wrong with that. Even if they
And
went every 2 weeks, I would not have a problem with that.
I like sassy people because it's more girls for me. If you don't like girls or if you want to be a sassy metro guy and all that, that's fine because it's still real women out there that fuck with dudes and like they don't like that shit either.
Mm-mm.
I agree. Any sassy news from you, Ro, before we close out? Because it's too much for me. I just learned it's not sassy, it's a psychopath. So now I got to go back
Right.
and do some more research
Yeah, because
and
it's
go give
Or a
the right advice.
sociopath. I
Yeah, I
didn't
got to
just
go
try to
give the right
say
advice, call people the right names. I got to go back and rethink my whole life.
we got to retool it a little bit.
no, it ain't nothing really that I can say because if they sassy, they gonna be sassy. There's nothing that you can say about it. I don't gotta deal with you, but you gonna do what you want to do anyways.
That
There's
has
some
now just
sassy niggas
taken
out there right now
30%.
that's gonna unfollow all of us because we didn't touch the nerve.
Yeah, if you want to be that way, there's nothing that I can do about it.
Right.
Be you. I just
Do
don't have
you,
to
bro?
talk to you and deal with that, so I don't
Facts.
care.
Right. I'm here for straight rights and unsassy rights. Like, if you want to be all that, that's fine. But if you like still being a good old red-blooded American, like, that's cool too. You shouldn't be ostracized for that. And we're not haters or,
No,
just
that's
regular.
fair. That's
Yeah,
fair. Everybody should get to live in their skin, but when your
exactly.
skin is causing problems to other people, that's where it's a problem for me. And this sassy shit is out of control. Because the point of it being sassy is that it's impacting somebody else. It's not something that's just you. You're talking to somebody a certain kind of way. You're behaving towards them a certain kind of way. And for some of y'all trying to tell women how to be women. And that's a little interesting to me, but whatever. So that's it for me. Child, I'm confused as hell now. I need to Google some shit. I guess next week I'm gonna talk about psychopaths and I'm gonna do a flip chart and a PowerPoint
Okay.
because y'all, we need to protect ourselves. This is a part of protection. And Tony is right. If a man is sassy, I don't look at you as a protector, but it looks like I wove that in with being a psychopath. Because to me,
No, you
no, I
wove the
did.
psychopath shit
Some
in
of the
with the
things I thought was
right,
sassy, you guys said is psychopath. That's why I said
right.
I wove some of those
Gotcha.
together. They belong separate. I need to go
And I
back.
also said sociopath too. I didn't just say psychopath. I said it was a path. There was two of them because a psycho is a person who's upfront and crazy. The sociopath tries to blend in and be normal, and they're crazy as fuck.
Oh, so they're a sociopath.
Yeah, the
The person I
psychopath is
need to
just the
go back
nigga
and
that's
talk to.
outside of Walmart screaming, hollering, and all that shit. Like, oh, he's a psycho. The
Oh,
sociopath is the person inside of Walmart buying chicken and dumplings and shit, and then he's still gonna kill you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
a
it's
sociopath.
levels to this shit. Yeah,
Got it. Got it.
right,
Hopefully the person that I need to circle back to is listening.
right.
And then I don't have to. It's a very uncomfortable conversation. But
Oh
yeah,
God.
that's it for me. Everybody stay safe and you should start talking to people more before you dive into things. And some of the things, that you can't fathom. And so you just be like, that's impossible, or nobody would do that. It sounds like we need to start paying attention more so that we don't get too far into something, even friendship. And then you look around and you like, is this shit real? Yo, you were serious this whole time you've been doing it. Now it's too late. I think you should be safe. So that's it for me. Child, like the damn video on the way out and Google. Y'all don't even understand. I be trying to understand stuff. And just when I thought I had it and I was gonna be accepting and shit, now I gotta go back and just
Oh my goodness.
it's okay. It's okay. So
It's gonna be
good
good.
thing I don't have any psycho or sociopaths around me in my immediate circle. I am marked safe during a state of emergency. So
Nice.
that's it. Everybody have a good night, and we'll be on Rose Channel tomorrow. Good night.